Next is Mr. Joseph Ledbetter.
GoTopeka members, thank you. First off, I want to commend you on your decision earlier tonight on getting this Gardner consultant. As long as he does what he says he'll do and he gets public input and then listens to public input and then brings that back to you with suggestions that will actually help this organization gain some trust from the public, if all that's done, then it will have been a good venture. If it's not, then it won't. I am continuing to be concerned about the lack of transparency of our contractor, however, and so tonight I'm going to pass in like one for the record and one to go around, please. This was a request I made 2 days after Doug Kinzer resigned for the minutes of GoTopeka from 2008 to the present, and then the response I got was on April 28th, of course a couple days mail, and it was copied to Doug Kinziger, who'd already offered his resignation. And then in discussing it with GoTopeka, they told me that he hadn't been copied, and then another source told me yes, he actually had been copied, and so I didn't get straight answers about that. But I also want to hand these out. I think I've got enough of that. Now, I sent email copies of this. This is a statement. This is minutes from Highcrest where Chad Sublette, our city attorney, said that GoTopeka is subject to CORA. And I showed that to him later. He said, yeah, I said that. That's fine. And he said, that's true. And so I had copied that in a complaint that I wrote earlier this week to the Attorney General, filing a CORA complaint on GoTopeka for not giving me those minutes on behalf of the Citizens for Accountability in Government. And I want to remind you on the record that GoTopeka, when they submitted an RFP last year, and you go back to the JADO minutes, which are online conveniently, thank you. Thanks to JADO for doing that after encouragement. You will note that in their RFP, they said for that 3-year contract, we will be more than happy to submit to be under CORA. And that's how they filed it. And that's the zinger. That's contract, whether they like it or not. Not that they weren't subject to CORA before, they were. We continue this back and forth in this, well, we got some private money stuck here, we got some of this and that. And, you know, when you commingle private with government money, it's all government. I mean, I guess they don't know the rules. But my organization and a lot of other people are really getting tired of it. We want transparency. You're not going to get the cooperation of this community to move economic development forward with this particular program unless, at a minimum, we have transparency of the records. And we don't know what that organization's doing unless we can look at the minutes. And based on all the vacant land they've got at their earlier site and their current site, which is about 600 acres vacant that I've counted, and I've gone back and looked at their statements, there's not much going on. So we want to know what they're doing with our money. And it's really that simple. And then we'll be happy to, you know, work with anybody that wants to be transparent and move this community forward. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.